We're back out here at the carpool project, and we touched base on this a little bit when we first started pouring the concrete. I wanted to go over a little bit more holistically over how we tie our structure to our foundation. In one way, on this particular project, we use the Simpson Strong Tie, the STHD16, and it's a pretty massive plate that bolts to your framing. And the way that it works is when you're pouring your footing, and on this project in particular, we did a turn down slab. So our footing and our slab are all one monolithic pour. But before we framed, or before we poured, we had our forms set, and we set our ties into the concrete. So our tie is embedded to the concrete, and then this tie comes up out of the concrete and comes back and attaches to our framing, which helps bolt the structure, fasten the structure down to the foundation. And in particular on this one, we went with this route because we have these large garage door openings. We have 3 across this side. We have 2 on the other side. We have limited wall space, so we wanted to make sure that we had superior strength at these portal walls, and it allows us to do a little bit better, easier installation than a particular setup that we would have to do that would require a pretty extensive nailing pattern system and some additional tie down. So it was the smarter choice and less risk of error. Again, this kind of just goes back to providing value through high performance building solutions and making sure that we're picking the appropriate products for the type of construction that we're doing and for our customers. And then on the inside, and this goes to construction, we were planning on using a different system, and our bolts didn't show up. So we wanted to have a bolt that was embedded and hooked into our foundation and around our rebar. They didn't show up in time, so we had to switch gears, and we decided to go with the Simpson Strong Tie structural bolt. And this one is 5/8 by 10 inches deep. And the nice thing about this bolt is it doesn't require epoxy. So you drill your hole, drill your pilot hole, clean out your pilot hole, and then run this bolt down in, and you get that same holding strength. And those are every 6 foot on center inside the perimeter of our building. And again, this is to ensure that our building stays attached to our foundation. Where we are in the country, we're in the West Georgia area, and we do frequently have tornadoes, microburst, high winds, and the occasional hurricane that will make it up from the Gulf up to our area. So having a building that is structurally sound, tied to the foundation, and then tied all the way through is important to us. I've seen houses personally that have been shifted off the foundation, and we don't want ours to do that. And in this scenario, we've got a lot of open space and not a lot of wall, so taking the proper precautions to make sure that our building is fastened securely